Hey, konnichiwa minasan, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Teahouse over in Japan. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? I hope so. Hope you're feeling good. As you can see, I've had a haircut. Yeah, what do you think? Very short. I've got to be careful to go outside because that sun is so hot and it will burn my pale white skin to death. But anyway, enough about me. This is going to be my hot new picks, hot new comics for the week. September the 18th is the release date, 2024. Before I get into my hot new picks, let me just give you a shout out from a couple from last week, which I didn't talk about, but I really enjoyed, especially this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 2, written by Jason Aaron with art by Raphael Albuquerque. This was so much fun, really good fun issue. I'm not like big on the TMNT, the Turtles, I don't know much about them, but I had a blast with this, and this is through Jim. Weird Science Jim recommended issue 1. So yeah, if you're looking for something a bit different or a good time to jump, back on the Turtles for a new series starting, maybe give it a shot, see what you think. And also, Prodigy, Slaves of Mars, issue 2 from Mark Miller and Stefano Landini. A lot of fun this book, really good dialogue in here, and it's crazy action with a wiki sense of humour, typical Mark Miller fare. And one more I want to mention. A real surprise to see back, and big nostalgia thing with me. Sergio Aragonés' Gru, The Wanderer, is back with the miniseries Minstrel Melodies, it's called, written by and drawn by Sergio Aragonés with help by Mark Evanier. Tell you what, me and Gru go back a long way. It's like 40 years of Gru, so I had to pick this up. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. It is what it is. You know what you're going to get with this issue of Gru. But enough of that. Let's get on with new releases for this week. Gray's Hot Picks. There are a lot, by the way. There are a lot coming out, quite a few from DC. Just one, I think, is it? One from Marvel I've put down? No, 2 from Marvel. And the rest, you'll see, are all indies. So let's get going with Gray's Hot Picks. First up from DC is Batman Superman, World's Finest, issue 31. Written by Mark Waid, a brand new arc begins as rising star artist Adrian Gutierrez joins. Darkness falls. Eclipso, master of light and shadow, has risen to plague the world's finest team of Superman and Batman. Powered like never before, Eclipso threatens to plunge the Earth into a state of eternal night and eternal despair. Don't forget this is a $3.99 book, a rare $3.99 book from both DC and Marvel right now. Looking forward to seeing what the art's like by Gutierrez. I've heard the name, but I don't know, I'm not familiar with him, so yeah, give it a shot. Next up, Superman issue 18, written by Joshua Williamson, art by Jamal Campbell. $4.99 of course. Absolute power tie-in. Waller has the powerless heroes of the DC universe on the ropes. Can the powerless Superman and Zatanna find the mystical map to the dark roads in time to get some major backup? Can Gray take a breath when he's reading these sentences? Lex Luthor, Lois Lane, Mercy, Jimmy and Silver Banshee are on the run from the superpowered Amazons, but find themselves pulled into a battle for the soul of Metropolis. Don't miss the shocking cliffhanger that impacts the future of the Superman titles. Wow, that's a big final line there. So yeah, I'm enjoying the magic look at this as Superman. Zatanna, of course, is a character I've always enjoyed, so let's see how it goes. Not really totally into absolute power. I don't know about you. Kind of dropped off that, but yeah. If this works on its own, hopefully, it should be okay. Hopefully. We also have John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America, issue 9. Jim Werner's favourite comic. Favourite writer as well, Cy Spurrier. Art by Aaron Campbell. This is $4.99, but it's usually a little bit oversized. Constantine heads to Hollywood. John has made it all the way out west to Los Angeles, where the line between what's real and not is paper thin. That's before you unleash the power of Dream's sand. The long-travelled road across America has led them here, but what sort of evil lurks behind the bright lights of Hollywood? Flippin' heck, where do you want me to start? So yeah, I'm still enjoying this. It's been a bit of an up and down series. The last issue, issue 8, was really good. Recommend that if you've not read it. And my final pick from DC, and I think this is a re-release, it's Batman, The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween Prologue. A new edition of the final collaboration between Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. May Tim Sale rest in peace. You thought you knew the whole story of Batman, The Long Halloween. Well, you were wrong. That's what it says here. Reprinting the final collaboration between Loeb and Sale, this special uncovers a deadly mystery that could destroy Batman, Commissioner Gordon, Two-Face, and well, that would be telling, wouldn't it? This is $3.99, it says, for 48 pages, so worth trying to get a physical copy of this. And my first pick of 2 from Marvel is Ultimate X-Men issue 7, written and painted by Peach Momoko. Meet the mutants' new mentor, Psylocke. After the climactic finale of issue 6 and the surprise new teammate they found, Mei, Hisako, Nico and the mutants need some guidance. Fortunately, the mysterious Canon is an older student with a surprising amount of expertise. $4.99, 32 pages. Yes, I know, not everyone's favourite series, but it's doing its own thing, which I really like. And of course, I've got the Japanese bias as well, so loving the little cultural drops here. Great cover, by the way. What do you think? She's wearing a no mask. It reminds me of, I've been watching a classic Japanese horror film. It says horror, but it's more like a supernatural thriller set in samurai times called Onibaba. And if you're lucky, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube until it's pulled. It's available for free with English subtitles on YouTube. Onibaba from 1966, I think. Check it out. But you've got to be in the right mood to watch it. It's a slow burn of a movie, but beautifully shot in black and white. It looks amazing. And my second pick from Marvel, and the award for the weirdest cover, maybe, possibly, is X-Men issue 4. Not sure what's going on with the cover. It's like someone using a smartphone, taking a photo of the cover or something. Written by Jed McKay, pencils by Natho Diaz, inks by Sean Parsons. $4.99. They kill for kicks and they kill for clicks. Hello Internet, it's your boy Trevor Fitzroy. That's right, Trevor Fitzroy and the Upstarts, out there delivering the content you crave. I'm sorry, I'm reading this verbatim, okay? It's not me. Live streamed, bespoke mutant murder in high definition. And best of all, you, the viewers, are the ones rating the kills. So smash that like button, hit subscribe and tell us who the #1 killer is. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Are you into X-Men? Are you invested? For me, it's been hit and miss. It's only 4 issues, I know, but yeah, I'm not really sure about this so far. Okay, moving on to indies, let's start with Image. We have Destro issue 4, written by Dan Watters with art by Andre Bressan. $3.99, 28 pages, one of the shortest synopses I've ever seen. It says this: Destro's kill list. Chameleon, Tomax, Zammot, anybody who gets in his way, and that's it. Now, people have been enjoying this, I think, who've been reading it. For me, out of the G.I. Joe and the Energon Universe books, I don't know. I'm not reading Scarlet either, so I kind of dropped Scarlet, but this one, it's good, but it doesn't really grip me, it doesn't really pull me in anymore, so I'm going to give it this issue and see if this issue can keep me reading Destro. How about you? What do you think? Are you reading it? Are you enjoying it? And how about this for a cover? Ice Cream Man issue 41. Spy story, a who can you trust thriller, both shaken and stirred. It says it's, of course, written by W. Maxwell Prince, art by Martin Morazzo, $3.99. A crazy Twilight Zone, Outer Limits kind of comic book, which is always worth a read. Self-contained stories usually, so yeah, I'm still in on Ice Cream Man. The art might not be for everyone, but I like the artist's style, I like Morazzo's style. Next up in the Spawn universe, Rat City issue 6, written by Erica Schultz, art by Z. Carlos. Rat City is a name known by many and despised by all. What is so special about this place? Why was Al Simmons drawn here when he returned to Earth as a Hellspawn? And why now, 100 years in the future, is something similar happening again? So there we go, we got the futuristic, little bit of cyberpunky style Spawn series, which is, it's been good, it's been fun, it's simple, it's action, yeah, I'm enjoying it and I like the art. I always say the same thing, a little bit of Batman Beyond and a 2000 AD style to it. And still with Image, one of my favourite series at the moment, Falling in Love on the Path to Hell issue 4, written by Jerry Duggan, art by Gary Brown. Let's have a look. McCraith, the cowboy McCraith, is almost murdered, and in the depths of the island, while Asami, the samurai, climbs the highest peak and is confronted by a ghost from her past. Each comes away with a key to escaping the island they're trapped on. Not much to say apart from how much I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the way the characters are being built up, the way Jerry Duggan's bringing them together. I like the weirdness of the place they are. I like the creatures there. Yeah, it's a great comic. Simple as that. My final choice from Image, that's a lot from Image I know, The Tin Can Society issue 1, a miniseries premiere. The first stunning issue of a brand new miniseries from Giant Generator, showcasing the first comics work by screenwriter Peter Warren, with jaw-dropping art by Francesco Mobili. beautifully coloured by Chris Chukri. Johnny Moore is a world-famous tech mogul known as much for his work pioneering mobility aids for people with disabilities, like himself, as he's also known for moonlighting as the metal-suited vigilante Caliburn. But when Johnny is found murdered and his suit stolen, his estranged childhood best friends reunite to solve the mystery of his murder. The Tin Can Society is a heartfelt and human look at the evolution of friendships across a lifetime, at disability and ableism and the destructive power of fame. $4.99 for 40 pages it says here. This is what I'm just going to try to see what it's like. Something different maybe? Something new? Don't know the writer or the artist. Let's see how it goes. Okay, next up from Oni Press, we have Epitaphs from the Abyss, issue 3. Wins a few awards for the worst title of a comic book, but it's EC back, with a like creepy or weird tales, that kind of thing. All new stories, short stories, told with wanton disregard for moral standards or public decency, it says here on the synopsis. We've got stories by Chris Condon from That Texas Blood. The art is by Charlie Adlard, Walking Dead. We also have Karina Bechko from Invisible Republic, don't know that. Jonathan Case. Emmy Award winner Jay Stevens and Leomax, the artist. So it sounds like, I think you get 3 or 4 short stories in here. Horror, of course, horror stories. You can tell by the cover. Oh my God, look at that cover. I've been preferring the sci-fi version of this. Was it Cruel Universe? But yeah, I'm always looking for a good horror story, so we'll see how it goes. Moving on to Dark Horse Comics, we've got Paranoid Gardens, issue 3. Written by Gerard Way, Sean Simon, and art by Chris Weston. This is a weird one. It's a strange story, but I kind of like it for that. It's weirdness. Lou, main character Lou, and the care centre staff are troubled when they discover the living gardens they reside on is dying. As she desperately hunts for a cure, a mysterious spy employed by a bizarre amusement park gets in her way to keep the gardens from healing. Look at this cover. Isn't that weird? And now, how about this for a surprise? Yes, apparently it's still being made, even though the last issue was out in December. December last year. We're in September now. Dynamite have got Fire and Ice, issue 3. Not the DC nonsense, but the one that's based on that classic animated movie. Written by Bill Willingham, art by Leonardo Manco. The art's great, but I think maybe it takes him, half a year to do an issue. Let me read briefly the synopsis. Here we go. Having survived his duel with Ottawa, Dark Wolf must now deal with a mysterious force that seems determined to stop him in his tracks. Meanwhile, Necron manipulates Juliana's grief, and a new wave of horrors are unleashed on an unprepared world, forcing Jarl, the King of Firekeep, to respond. Is anybody still reading this? Does anyone even know it's still out? Do you even, have you ever heard of it? It's crazy, isn't it? I'm looking back at the release dates, and the first one came out in August, issue 2 came out in the following December, and then issue 3 the following September. Crazy. My final choice is from Mad Cave Studios, a new number 1 called The Body Trade. Written by Zach Thompson, it's got art by Jock. Not that one, just J-O-K. Here's a synopsis for it. Kim Krillick is a divorced ex-con who's trying to atone. However, his short temper tends to get the best of him. When he returns to Florida to bury his estranged son, he's sickened to find an empty grave. His son's remains were sold into the body trade. Armed with righteous fury, Kim sets out to reclaim his child's corpse, but one act of vengeance causes everything to spiral out of control. Sounds pretty cool, pretty weird. Great cover, by the way. I love the cover here. It says again, The Body Trade is an unrelenting revenge story set against the backdrop of America's aftermarket for dead bodies. Wow. Neo-noir crime thriller. Yeah, I want to try it out. Something new, maybe good. $4.99 by the way. Okay, that's it for my list. I hope you enjoyed that. As I told you, lots of indies. And my award for the best variant cover of the new releases coming out, it's got to be this one. The James Stokoe version of Paranoid Gardens issue 3. Say 4 then, because there are a lot of issue 4s coming out. Yeah, Paranoid Gardens issue 3, James Stokoe or Stokoe variant. I love the eyes and the plants, look at that. Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. Do drop a comment, do subscribe if you're not subscribed. Did you know, I found out recently, because I don't pay much attention to the YouTube analytics, but 80% of my viewers are not subscribed. There you go. That pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? Sums up why my channel's still so small. But yeah, I appreciate you watching, appreciate your support and your comments. You guys rock. You guys rock. You guys and girls rock and roll. Hope to see you in a future video. Matane. Jesus, like a ghost at the door, like just like waiting there like a shake. Just come in. Just recording while
I'm not sure you're recording or just talking to someone.